Hello, I'm Daisy and welcome to my beauty channel. To get this glam look, keep on watching. Today I'm going to be going through my favourite makeup looks. I want to do a get ready with me guide. So first of all, I think it's very important to prep the skin. Before the foundation, because you really do not want it drying out. I'm gonna go straight for Nails Yard Remedies. It's their hydrating cream. So next I'm using the Nails Lip and Eye Cream. So for my lips, they get really dry, so this is just perfect for my lips. Now I'm just dabbing the product under the eyes. It's important to be quite careful with your skin under your eyes, as it's quite sensitive compared to the other layers of skin. This product is just amazing. It's from Botanical Lab and it's a pore minimizer. I get quite big pores, so this is really, really good if you tend to get big pores like me or have a bit of oily skin. So I'm just applying the product to where I usually get my big pores, so usually it's across my nose and just beside my nose across my cheeks. It's really important to keep your skin moisturized before you apply foundation. I just think it's like really important just for anti-aging purposes, especially if you're like me and you're like 25 and over. I think it's really important to keep your skin really like in tip-top condition. Now I'm just applying the nails to my lips. What I really love about this product is like the spa scent to it. It's just like flawless. Saturday is for gin. So now I've moisturized, it's time to get down to the nitty gritty and start painting the face. So when I start my makeup, I tend to do my eyes first, just in case I get any fallout and I can get rid of it before I put my foundation on. So this glam is for my boyfriend's 24th birthday, so I'm going out with all the makeup, huns. So I'm going to start by putting a base on my eyelid. So I'm going to be using Kevin Aucoin. This is just an amazing product. I absolutely love it. It's a little bit too dark for my skin, but that aside, the coverage is phenomenal. I basically found it in TK Maxx for half the price, and I thought, do you know what, let's give it a go, and it is incredible. So I use the Barry M Brow Kit in shade dark brown, and what's really good about it as well, it comes with a perfect little tool brush, and also it is mega affordable, so if you're in a budget, this is definitely a go-to. I like to start by outlining my brow like underneath and then sort of dragging it up, because I quite like a natural brow. I'm not one for like a big bold brow. I'd rather one that sort of enhances my face rather than sticks out. I now like to use the brush in an upwards sort of motion, just to give the appearance of like more defined little hairs towards the front of my eyebrow. I think this gives it a much more natural look. So this is Conceal and Define, and apparently it's 16-hour wear. I got it in shade C6. Normally I'm C5, but they didn't have any because it's so popular, so yeah. Seriously, do you all have like a love-hate relationship when it comes to packaging? Like, obviously you want your product to be concealed so no one uses it, which is also really, really gross. But it's like, it's so hard to like get the packaging off. It's a nightmare. So as well as the Revolution concealer, I'm going to use my Ride or Die NARS. Like, I absolutely love it. It's just the most beautiful product ever. And this is in shade Custard. So now I'm just dabbing on a bit of Revolution concealer. I do suffer from a lot of darkness around my eyes, so yes, I'm going a bit cray with it. Now I'm going to carve out this area with my Primark brush. This is perfect for carving out your eyebrows, and it's really, really amazing concealer brush. I definitely recommend, and it's so affordable. I'm now dragging the product just underneath my eyes, where I also suffer from quite a lot of darkness, so it matches perfectly with the top of my eye. I am currently aware how crazy I look. I promise you it won't stay like this. I look like I've just gone on holiday and got sunburnt by like the tone of my blushing skin right now, and I've left my sunglasses on. I mean, how gorgeous. So this is the Real Techniques beauty blender. You would not believe how many times I've tried to wash this in this video to try and get all the makeup out of it. Like, I've tried all the hacks and it just hasn't like 100% cleaned, but that aside, it still is a really, really amazing blender, and I do highly recommend it. I love beauty blenders so much because, say if makeup gets in the crease of like your eyes, you can really, really buff it out, and it just has more of like a perfected finish. Now I'm going to be using the RMCA translucent powder just to set my eye area. This is a really, really affordable powder for this. It's sort of like a cheap version of Laura Mercier. To use this product, I'm going to use the setting brush from Real Techniques. This brush is so amazing for baking and setting your makeup. I do tend to go completely overboard when it comes to baking. Gosh, it goes everywhere. It is not a makeup tutorial without a drink. I mean, come on, it's the weekend, let loose, huns. It's eyeshadow time. Eyeshadow time. It's time for eyeshadow. Woo woo. Now it's time to catch some feels. Now this is such a cool makeup brand. It reminds me a bit of like Makeup Revolution. So it's called Makeup Obsession and you can get it in Boots, and the palettes are literally to die for. And the packaging is just so glam and cute. So these are the most gorgeous shades ever. So my sister got me this for Christmas and I've been totally obsessed. If anyone knows me, they know I love bronzy, gold, milky brown colours on my eyes. I just think they really enhance my blue eyes. So yeah, this is just stunning. So pigmented and just so lovely. And I love that you've got a mix of shimmer and matte colours. So I'm also using my Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. It's quite a big brush, but it is really nice at getting the product on. So I'm starting with the colour, whoa, it's a matte milky brown colour. I'm obsessed. It's a lovely colour to start off with. So I'm just doing circular movements of the product just in the little crease of your eye, just to build up a really nice smoky glow. You've got to blend, 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 and then blend a little bit more. This palette is really lovely as well because you don't actually get much fallout, so yeah, it's a win-win. I actually can't get over how cute the names are for the eyeshadows. So now I'm going to use the colour Slay. It's another milky colour, but it's a little bit darker than the one before. So we're just building up like a nice base now. Now I'm going to drag out the product a little bit to give me more of a cat eye vibe. So now it's time for No Way. This is like a really nice dark brown colour. This is just perfect. Now I'm adding a bit of wool just to make sure there's no harsh lines when it comes to the blending. Now I'm going to use some Amaze. This is such a pretty shimmery colour. It's like the perfect shimmery brown. I'm going to put this like on my eyelid in the middle. Also, just a tip, with shimmers, they go on really well when you use your finger, because sometimes if you use a makeup brush, it just doesn't go on so like nicely, like it doesn't look so shimmery. So yeah, I definitely recommend using your finger when it comes to applying shimmer.
It's been a few minutes, I think it's time for another gin.
So I'm stuck between a nude eyeliner and a dark eyeliner, but I think for this occasion I'm going to roll with the dark, just because it's a night out and I think nude is more daytime glam. So here I'm just mixing my H&M glitter pen with my Lit Cosmetics in sequin, just to give it my eye a bit of a pop and a bit more glam. I'm not using eyelash glue. For more of an adhesive, sticky feel, I'm using the glitter pen, just because sometimes I feel like the glue can be a bit too much on your lid. Like, it's better to have something a bit more natural. I always revisit my makeup, so I don't do my eyes perfectly to begin with, but the end result will be lovely. So now I'm going to use a bit of Kevin Aucoin to conceal under my eye. This is amazing for full coverage. I usually put this on and then put a bit of concealer over the top. Like, this is just the most incredible product. I found this in TK Maxx for like half the price it is online, and it's honestly my ride or die, and you don't even need much of it. Like, it is just
incredible. And hopefully I pronounced that right, because I really struggle with my pronunciations. Now I'm mixing my Revolution with my NARS. This is to give me a lovely bright under eye. For foundation, I love mixing a couple together. So I love NARS, which is in shade Tejo, I think that's how you pronounce it, and L'Oreal in a caramel shade. These are just like the perfect combination. I mean, if you don't take your foundation apart to get the rest of the mixture inside, I just think you have no awareness of money, honeys. Like, seriously, there's so much product left in the bottle. Like, go for it. Open up the product.
It's important when you're blending is with your beauty blender, doing it quite firm, like making sure the product sinks in rather than sort of rubbing the product around your face and moving it. Just keep on dabbing it as you go.
One of the most important things not to forget is you have to blend your foundation into your neck around your ears and like, you know, just to give it a flawless look, because you don't want any lines. Like, they're just horrific and we do not need them, especially in 2020, huns. Just another hopeless case of trying to open up a product and struggling. Do not try this at home. I repeat, do not try this at home. If my mum saw this, she'd be screaming at me, going, Daisy, your teeth. So just be aware, just don't do this. So obviously I'm still whinging about getting into packaging, the absolute nightmare of it all. Finally! So this product is very, very cheap. I think it's either £2 or £3. Like, it's a really good deal. So I have always put liquid eyeliner on my waterline. I just feel like it sticks for me. Like, I feel like if I use pencil, it just really doesn't last, but liquid eyeliner just seems to last in my eyes. So yeah, that's my little trick. Just be careful you don't actually get it in your eye, as you know what it's like to get mascara in your eye. So yeah, you don't want to do that. Now I'm just flicking the eyeliner out, as I just love a cat eye so much. Now I'm just putting some liquid eyeliner on the top. Even though I really like this eyeliner for my waterline, I'm not overly keen on it for doing eyeliner on the top. Yeah, I wouldn't really recommend this product for that, but for the price of it, I would use it as a normal eyeliner. But yeah, maybe not for the top cat eye. Now I'm just applying the eyeliner to my top waterline, as I hate it when you can see that annoying little gap. Just make sure with this product you put the lid on straight away, as you don't want it to dry out as like most eyeliners do. So now that the makeup is sunk in a little bit, I'm going to go back to blending a little bit, just so it has a seamless finish. So for baking, I'm going to use my Ben Nye banana powder. Like, I have had this for years. I've used other banana powders, but I just feel like they don't like equal up to Ben Nye. Like, I would rather pay the money and just have that amazing product. Like, for years, it's just never let me down. This is really a go-to to keep your makeup on all night. With Ben Nye, you do use a lot of it when you put it on. There's a lot of fallout, but sometimes I think that's the beauty of it. Like, if you use too much and you find some on your arm, you're like, okay, I'll add that in. It really is just a flawless makeup. But yeah. It looks like I'm partying with Ben Nye at the moment. It is actually everywhere. It's insane. I guess I've got a little overboard in terms of baking. I mean, when is enough enough? Whilst my under eye is baking, I like to put my eyeshadow on the bottom just to merge it in with the top, and also if it falls out, the Ben Nye sort of captures it and you can brush it off with the product. I really love a sultry eye, so I'm going in with my bigger eyeshadow brush. Like, I feel like this is a bit of a risk, but I quite like a messy sort of under eye. Like, I don't like it to be too polished, as this nighttime glam isn't really a polished look like, say, it would be if you're attending a wedding, etc. So right now I'm obviously trying to summon my mascara, as I'm such a messy, disorganized person, and I don't understand why it's just not right in front of my face. So bear that in mind when you watch these videos. This mascara is L'Oreal, and it's a really nice mascara. Like, I love a mascara with a wide brush. It's just perfect. So I'm using Duo glue to put these to keep these lashes in place. I really have a love-hate relationship with it because it makes your eyelashes stay on all night, but also it can rip your eyelashes out a little bit. So it would be good if they had like a remover specifically for the glue. So these lashes are Kiss lashes. They're called Lash Couture, and they're in the style Gala. They're really pretty, and I love like the length of the lashes, but they also have a cat eye vibe. Do you agree with me that one of the worst things ever is trying to get a lash out of the packet and trying not to ruin the lash? So many times I've pulled it out of the packet and like half the lash has come off, and I've been like, okay then, how do we work with this?
What more could you want than doing your makeup, having a sip of G&T and wearing your juicy couture, chilling on a Saturday before a night out? It is literally heaven.
So now I'm taking my MAC dark bronzer just to brush over. I know I've got my bacon on still, but it sort of merges together quite nice and naturally rather than having like harsh lines where you can see the bronzer. I would really recommend this product for a bronzer, just because with some bronzers they can have shimmer, which is a no-go. Shimmer definitely is just for highlighting, and others can like look a bit grey or like dirty, whereas this colour just like looks like you've just been in the sun for an hour. Like, it's really, really nice. So I'm just putting the bronzer where the sun would naturally hit, and also I'm concentrating on my my jawline and my chin, just so it covers up any like double chin and like just definitely slims the face. So now I'm just sweeping the baking powder off. It's with one of my Primark brushes. It's sort of like a fan brush, but not also. It's hard to like give it a name, but it's just perfect. So the Ben Nye just gives an absolutely flawless skin finish. This is just like the most perfect powder ever. So now it's time for lips. I'm going to start off by outlining my lips with Cork from MAC. I really love this. This goes so perfect with like a nude lip. It just gives it some depth, and you can also do an ombre effect with it. I just really haven't found a brand that's better than MAC when it comes to lip liners. Like, a lot of lip liners can you can lose the product like when you pencil sharpen it, or it just like the colour doesn't really come out as much as you want. So I always recommend buying MAC. I know it's a little bit more pricey, but I just think you're always guaranteed a good lip liner and quality. I always overline my lips just because I want them to look more full. Like, my bottom lip is quite a bit bigger than my top lip, so I like to equal them out a little bit. So don't be afraid to overline, just make sure like it looks natural and not too much. So now I'm using Myth by MAC on my lips as lipstick. This is an amazing lipstick for a nude lip. I'd highly recommend adding this to your makeup bag. It's literally like my favourite. After I've applied the lipstick, I like to go back over with my Cork lip liner, just so I haven't lost the product, and yeah, it gives a nice brownier look. Now it's blush time. I never used to be one for blush, but now I just think it connects your makeup so nicely together. So this is Milani that I'm using, and it's a nice rosy shade. It's just such a beautiful colour. I'd highly recommend this product.
So I'm going back to using my Primark brush to apply this. Like honestly, the Primark brushes, just I would go out and get them. So you can get a kit for about 4 or 5 of them, and they're just really, really good. Highly recommend. So now it's highlighter time. Oh, I just love this highlighter. So it's Fenty. Oh, it's just so lovely. I'm using Hustler Baby, it's a more shimmery one of the two, to highlight my cheekbones. I'm using my finger to apply it just because I feel like the product looks more natural rather than using a brush and it going sort of everywhere. Now I'm using Me Money to highlight my nose. I like this shade as it doesn't really have as much shimmer in it and it just gives it more of a natural glow. Now I'm applying my mascara for my bottom lashes with my L'Oreal again. This is just amazing, this mascara. Also weirdly have really, really long lower lashes, just to let you know. Now I'm going to use my NYX clear gloss over my lipstick. I really love the clear gloss. Just be careful that when you put it on over lipstick it will end up changing the product's colour, but I still love it, it's still worth it. I'm just wiping the applicator after using it just to try and make sure that none of my lipstick's gone into the clear gloss. Gotta make sure those lashes are nice and tacky. By this point, the glue's been on the lashes for about 5 to 10 minutes, just to ensure that it's not like wet and that it's sticky when you apply it, because if you put on wet lashes, they never sit well. So now I'm just going to hold the fake lash to my natural lash and make sure it sits nicely together. So at the moment you can see the white glue, but it will dry clear. I really want to try out Duo's glue, that's the black liquid, just because I get sort of sick of like seeing the white glue. Like, I know it disappears eventually, but say if you're in a rush, it's not a good look. As these lashes are new, you need to keep on tweaking them, as I find that if you've already worn lashes, they mould to the shape of your eye, but if they're fresh out the packet, then they can be a little bit of a nightmare as to like gauging your eye shape. So just keep on being patient and tweaking the lash. So now I'm adding my mascara over the top of the lashes. This is just like an extra layer to make sure the lashes stay together and they look more natural, so you can't really see your natural lash, like where it stops underneath the fake eyelash. So I really recommend this tip. And it also doesn't ruin the lashes, so it's a win-win. It's time to take the rollers out. I really recommend putting rollers in when you do your makeup, as it just keeps your hair out of your face, because if you've got long hair like me, that can be really annoying. So now it's time for the finishing spray. This product is really good, as it does keep your makeup in place all day and all night. So it's the I Heart Revolution Fixing Finishing Spray in the flavour vanilla and coconut. I hope you all like the look for my glamorous night out. I'll be putting content out every week. So I'm Daisy and this is Daisy Dolls Up. So join me next time and have the most amazing weekend.